Hey guys, it's C.
And I'm Chris, and we are CQ Real Estate.
Hey, what's up YouTube? Thank you guys for tuning in into our first video. We are so excited for this journey, and we're even more excited that you guys want to follow along with us. Also, shout out to our subscribers that we've received thus far. We truly appreciate the support. Also, to show our appreciation, we have a surprise for you all.
We'll be doing a giveaway. We have 3 gift cards for 3 lucky subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that post notification bell. Ding! A few weeks ago, we posted a flyer to all of our social media accounts asking you guys to submit your real estate questions. And in today's video, we will be answering those.
Let's get into it.
And without further ado, question number 1 comes in from @Stephen Tawani. What is the lowest barrier of entry in real estate investing?
The lowest barrier of entry in real estate investing is wholesaling.
Can you tell us a little bit more about wholesaling?
Wholesaling is the process in which an individual goes under contract on a property under market value and then reassigns the contract to another individual.
Okay. So an example of wholesaling would be?
Is you're the seller.
I'm the seller.
And I'm the wholesaler.
You're the wholesaler.
And so basically, I promise you, the seller, that I can reassign your contract in less than 30 to 45 days. And
mind you, I want to leave. Like
You want to be done with
I'm
the property.
sick of Baltimore. I'm sick of that property. Like I just want to go, pack my stuff and leave.
Yes, and so I promise I can sell it within 30 to 45 days. I find, a cash buyer who was interested in the property, and I reassign the contract. Of course, I charge my fee, and then
so you make your little coins off of it.
my coins, and the seller is happy.
I'm happy because it's no longer mine. That headache is gone. And then the investor is happy because they bought a property that was under market value with equity already in the property, and they'll be able to do further things with it. So everybody wins. Lowest barrier of entry.
So this next question ties into our previous question. It comes from Odette's Ken. She asks, what is the best real estate investment strategy for me?
As mentioned in the previous question, we feel like the lowest barrier of entry is wholesaling, but another good real estate investing strategy is house hacking. The strategy of house hacking is purchasing a multifamily property, living in one unit, and renting out the other units to cover your mortgage. An example of house hacking would be I purchase a property with a conventional or FHA loan for 3.5% down. I live in that property for a year, and then I find tenants for my other units. The tenants are paying my mortgage or close to it. I may only have a balance of $100 left over, but what's $100 to live for free? You're basically living for free. So we believe that house hacking is another good strategy, and is also something that we're looking forward to doing. And we're back. Question number 3 comes in from @_joymyjoy. What's the hardest part about running a business together while also being in a relationship? What would be the hardest part for you? Working with me.
I would say we have different perspectives when it comes to certain things, I should say. And sometimes it's hard for us to come to an agreement, but we have to at the end of the day, and we don't want to make each other upset by not, coming to a common ground. So we have to take in each other's feelings into consideration, each other's perspectives, and come to a conclusion.
Because if she gets upset, guess who got to sleep on the couch?
I don't make you sleep on no couch.
If I get upset, she's sleeping on the couch. It's like, nah.
I ain't sleeping on the couch.
But is that it?
Yeah, I think it's just a clash in our personalities.
Okay. I think the hardest part about being in a relationship, well, being business partners while also being in a relationship, is really not any extremely hard parts.
It's not really hard.
It's just that sometimes we disagree and we clash. Like, she's an alpha female, I'm an alpha male, so like we really go head to head and crash. And like sometimes like we don't know. None of us are giving up. So it's just getting to that common ground.
It takes us a while to get to that.
It takes us probably like 15 minutes to kind of.
I wouldn't say 15 minutes. Probably longer, like an hour.
To kind of agree. Because we'll just keep going in circles, just saying what we want, what I want. And then we had to really come and sit down and figure out what is best for us and how we're able to get a little bit of both of what we want into just one thing. So I definitely would say that's a hard part. And then another hard part would be when we get in front of this camera, we got to make sure that her hairstyle matches the hairstyle from yesterday or the last video, because if we're using 2 different weeks to shoot, her hairstyle, it ain't a promise that it's gonna be the same. So that's probably been one of the hardest things, literally. So that just goes to show you that it really hasn't been hard. It's been an absolute blessing, honestly. So that's what I would say.
My hair?
I love it.
Okay, so this next question comes from Bald on 3 Sides.
That last side.
Being that you guys work full time, when do you find the time to work on business? I would say after work, at work, during the weekends. I mean,
I'm not incriminating myself like that. I plead the fifth. But
I mean, if you got downtime at work, you know, why not work on something productive instead of just sitting there or watching Netflix or YouTube?
I understand.
So, yeah, so we work after work.
I think that majority of our business is on autopilot for right now, because we put in a lot of work to make sure that we had a system in place so that it could be on autopilot. So like, we'll probably only have a couple of things to work on, and then when we do have those things to work on, we'll probably handle it after work. But we spent a lot of time working with Ron the Don, the man with the plan, just making sure, you know, we had our ducks in a row, we had our I's dotted and our T's crossed. So now our business is kind of on autopilot. I mean, we're not where we want to be. We're not saying that by any means, but the only things that really come up are little things, and we can handle that after work. So that's when we find time. Our next question comes from @NayemStewart_. Who/what is C-Cube Real Estate?
Okay, so the acronym of C-Cube Real Estate stands for Sierra, Chris, and Christ.
And then what C-Cube Real Estate is, we are a new real estate investment company that focuses on buy and hold rentals, but we're looking to take our business to the 5 avenues.
The next level.
So let's get into what the 5 avenues would be for.
So as he previously stated, buy and hold, wholesaling, fix and flip, Airbnb arbitrage, and also property management. So
that gives a little bit of background about who we are and then what we also do. Quick disclaimer, we are not your financial advisors. We're also not your CPAs. We're not your realtors. And
I would just say we're just new investors. We're learning, and we hope that we're going to share our learning experience and hope that you learn from us. So this next question comes from J4RMLA. He asks, where do you see the business in 5 years? Where do you see the business in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see all of those avenues up and running and flourishing. Also, I would love to see our rental portfolio be able to cover all of our monthly expenses. So mortgage payment for our personal home, car payments, insurance, phone bill, cable, anything you think of, grocery bills, credit card bills. I would love for our business to pay for just the rental portfolio side, to pay for our monthly expenses. What do you see the business being in 5 years?
Solely being able to quit from my job and being able to work for the business and not have to feel like I have to go to work to make an income. Just knowing that I can actually work for myself and not have to go to work, you know.
And that ties into our next question, which is from @Kayla Velli. How will investing in real estate help you retire from your full-time job?
So basically, our cash flow, you know, when we are renting out our properties, on our multi-family properties, we plan to, you know, continue to expand and build our cash flow. And once we are able to cover our monthly expenses, you know, take our trips how we like to do, you know, we like to travel, buy nice things, you know, once we feel like it covers, you know, all of that, I feel like we'll be able to retire.
Real estate investing, it'll help us retire from our jobs, because once we get those 5 avenues up and running, I mean, the cash flow is going to be rolling in, rolling in. So buy and hold rentals, you know, short-term vacation rentals, the Airbnb arbitrage market is booming right now. Now that, you know, Corona isn't going anywhere and people are starting to travel again, fix and flips, and then as well as wholesaling. So it'll be a pretty profitable business plan. So it's on us to really execute now. This next question comes in from @_KGuap. Being that there are many things to invest in, why did you guys choose real estate?
We chose real estate because we know that there's a guaranteed return on our investment. We know with stocks, not saying that it's a bad investment, you know, it's a lot more risk when it comes to stocks, you know. So we feel like real estate investing is a great way to start investing your money for, you know, residual income.
Making your money work for itself.
Yeah.
So I believe that real estate investing is a tangible thing physically and, you know, financially, because you could actually force appreciate a property. So that directly correlates to your investment. So we set up some basic guidelines in our business where we won't invest into a rental property if we're not going to make 20% on our money. So with that being said, we can physically go in and force appreciate a property and, you know, get that 20% or get it to meet our standard or our quota, and then, you know, we'll be happy. So that's another reason why we chose real estate investing, because it's actually tangible.
So this next question comes from Rashid Don't Care. He asks,
Rashid really cares. He really cares.
He does. He asks, how do you determine if a property is a good investment property or not?
It's really up to you to determine if the property is a good investment or fits well for you. Like I said in the previous question, we won't invest into a property unless we make 20% back on our money. So over the year, after you collect, you know, cash flow from the entire year or all of the rents from the entire year, and then you take your expenses out and you have just your cash flow, we're not making 20% of our initial investment, you know, we'll look at another property or we'll look at another strategy to get us to that 20%. So we like to set our guidelines at 20% is a go. Anything under 15-ish is a no. So,
also, we use our rental calculator app,
which will be right. Let's make some space for it here.
Created by Chandler Davis Smith, who's also a YouTuber and
real estate investor, owns over 100 doors.
Yes.
Follow him on. Great guy, great guy. Go subscribe to his channel.
Yes, you can learn a lot from him, and the rental calculator is definitely a great help when it comes to calculating, you know, if the investment property is worth it, even, you know, going forward with purchasing the property.
And then I also want to give a quick shout out to Sheed, who's a bomb realtor in the state of Maryland, and as well as DC's not a state, it's a district. I'm gonna make some space for Sheed's Instagram right here. You can DM him and contact him if you have any
questions about real estate, well, to purchase a property.
And then on this side, we're gonna put boom, our bomb realtor, Homes with Candace Kelly. You know, I just want to take this time to give a big shout out to Candace. We love her. She took us under our wing. She really taught us a lot about the game and showed us. Jamaica. Oh my goodness, it's her birthday. Today is her birthday. Yeah. She is having the time of her life. So you deserve it. Yes, you know, look forward to doing business with you in the future, and make sure y'all go to her. Make some more space. We're gonna throw it up there twice. Boom. Get at her. Our next question comes in from Brittany Starr, BB. What is the most challenging steps in your real estate process?
I would definitely say saving would be one of the most challenging steps, because it's hard to tell yourself no, especially if you've been staying down for so long. You see something that you want, you have that large lump sum of money, like, I want this bag. But you know you have an end goal, so you definitely have to just tell yourself no, and I think that's one of the hardest parts, when you're used to just buying yourself what you feel like you want or deserve. So
one of the hardest things for me was I was falling in love with potential deals that currently didn't even fit within our business plan. So it's being able to have the discipline to walk away from certain deals that you emotionally like. But that was the hardest part for me, because there was this house over in Bolton Hill. Oh my, it was nice.
It was right.
I've never seen a house in Baltimore like this. You know, we'll make sure we show the video clips in a later video. But the ceilings were high. It had a loft area. Like, it was beautiful. Like, I'm thinking about that property now, but it was just a little bit out of reach.
I would definitely say another hard part for us is actually learning. You know, it takes time for us to learn all the information and actually retain it. Like, you know, not just go over it. So I think learning, you know, and educating yourself is definitely one of the hardest parts.
And just like that, we made it to the end of our video. So if you've been watching this entire video and you listen to us ramble on over 10 plus questions, then we appreciate you. We thank you.
Make sure you go like, comment, and subscribe. You know, leave some comments on what you wish to see in the future.
What you want to see in the future, because we have a lot in store.
A lot.
That we need to show you guys, and we hope that you guys learn from our losses that turn to lessons. So we appreciate you guys. You know, 3 lucky subscribers are gonna win 3 gift cards. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Bye.